2-1. And of course, they beat Riley 9-0 back on the 9th. And the most recent game, I believe it was this weekend, they defeated Lake Central 7-0.
Yeah, they had 2 tough games early on. Playing a Goshen team that they always start the year with, and it's always a tough game. And then they lost a heartbreaker against Mishawaka Marion. But since then, they've been undefeated, and it looks like Todd's really got them on a roll.
And I know we've talked about this in the past in our broadcast throughout I think now we're on our 3rd season together.
I think so, yeah.
Off and on, that there's so much talent in teams in this area. If you just go look at the polls, and we'll try to bring those up later on, there's just so much talent in this area.
Yeah, it's wild with so many high schools around here, how many good teams they can all put together. I mean, the Concords are always good. The Goshens are good. The Elkharts. Our schools out in Mishawaka and South Bend, they always have decent talent. So it's really impressive for Northern Indiana being able to put together so many teams that can compete.
And with those teams being so close, they're always playing each other too. Right. So you got to be on top of your game. After this game, Elkhart will play Hobart. I believe they travel to Hobart.
Yep. Yes, this weekend.
Yep. So cross goes in right in front of the box. That one goes out. We'll see if it does save it for the touchline. So now setting up another attack deep in New Prairie territory are the Lions.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that offense moving through Miguel Gallegos. He's the one who got the early goal that puts him on 10 for the season.
So he's, from what I saw from the stats, he's averaging 2 goals a game.
He is. He's really good. He really leads this Lions team, being a senior. He played a little bit when he was a freshman, and he's been off and on all throughout all 4 years.
Yeah, we did broadcast the Mishawaka Marion game, and that was a marathon of a game going in overtime, and, of course, going down to penalty kicks where eventually Mishawaka Marion got the better of the Lions in that one. But just one of their 2 losses, like we said, they come into this matchup. The Lions 8-2, while the Cougars are 4-5. New Prairie, something on the line here, trying to battle back to 500.
Yeah. You talked about that Marion game, and, what adds a little bit of spice to it is the second year in a row that it came down to penalty kicks, and, second year in a row that Elkhart fell just short.
And we're being corrected. I knew about the second. The scoreboard saying 3 years in a row
that it went to penalty kicks. So starting to become a little bit more now of a tradition with Mishawaka Marion.
Next time you're looking into the fall schedule and you want a soccer game that will excite, I'm going to say go to the Mishawaka Marion game. Of course, that won't be over there in Mishawaka, and that's going to be an offsides as a threatening attack is squashed by that offsides call. But Elkhart with a lot of possession here. Back line of the defense, which has been strong for the Lions all year.
Oh, yeah.
Really moving up. They're kind of playing midfield right now. Really no threat put on them so far early in this match, as it's 1-0, 34 minutes left here in the first half.
And you talked about that back defense, and the last 4 or 5 years that I've been watching Elkhart soccer, a couple years before that when I was in high school here watching Todd coach, and that always seems to be one of his strongest suits. Mm-hmm. He always finds a way to find a real sturdy forward to put back there, and they're always kind of the foundation of this soccer team.
Yeah, definitely that has always been a strong point for the Lions, and then you put the talented strikers that they have at the front side.
Yeah, and that's what really makes them very good.
It's Krempick with the ball. Now passes it off.
Just a little short there on that pass inside. I think we'll see a lot of that. A lot of the quick passes in there, trying to get people crossing in towards the goal and getting quick hitters in there.
So one to look out there for New Prairie. Martinez, he's a junior. He has 7 goals on the season. He's number 11 out there for the Cougars. Let's see if he's actually on the field right now in this rotation.
I think he's out there playing right wing for the Cougars. I think that's him.
And the flag goes up on this attack. It's just a little bit of a jump there. Got him on the wrong side of the offsides call. It will be a free kick there for the Cougars, but yeah, that's definitely, I'm sure, something the Lions are going to pay a little special care to. The lead score over there. Strong kick Finally, that back end of the defense finds the ball, but quickly gets it to midfield for the Lions.
Yeah, and you're going to see them. They're going to push the ball hard here, starting with that back defense.
Ooh.
Not going to get a whistle there,
Nothing
surprisingly.
there. Tell you, there's been a lot of contact. That one and then earlier right in front of the goal, and that goalie almost looked like he was on an island. He was retreating like crazy trying to get back to that goal as that attack developed quickly.
Yeah, I think New Prairie might have got a little lucky there. That was about the last line of defense before Elkhart had a straightaway shot at the net.
We talked about the Elkhart defense, and we talked about how stingy they are. New Prairie is a team that likes to shoot on goal. As we look at their have talented roster out there with the ability to get the ball to the net. However, Elkhart's defense looks to be winning that battle so far.
And I think one thing that's going to be helpful for Elkhart, they've got two really good guys in net, and I know Todd really likes to kind of keep them fresh. He'll sub them in and out. One will play one half, one will play another, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that here tonight where come the second half he kind of switches goalkeepers, gets Ernesto in there to kind of keep them fresh.
Remember, you have the free subs. You can sub in, sub out. There's no set 3-4 subs that you can only have with high school. This is a nice save there. No real concern there. Elkhart's back defensive line was there, but a good dive and save to squash any kind of attack there. And the Lions will reset. Look to get it to midfield with this kick. 30 minutes left here in the first.
In for the Lions, number 10, Nolan Ramirez. Number 14, Isaac Alvarado.
So a couple subs coming in for the Lions. As you
like
said, to keep those fresh legs out there.
Yep, getting those free sub in, sub outs. I think we'll see a lot of that. And that's what we can think about Elkhart. I mean, they really have a deep roster. They're able to put in these subs and not really sacrifice any part of the field.
So if you're from the area, living in the area, you've noticed the swing in weather that we have experienced in the last 4 weeks as an opportunity on goal. It puts it right in front of the goal. It's still sitting there, still in concern. Now New Prairie gets a run at it.
Yeah,
I wanted to say we got set some mild temperatures, and now as another opportunity to get it in, New Prairie steps in front of that one. That one battle in the corner will finally go out. And just to finish my thought real quick, we're making that transition to 85 and completely dry air, and we're moving into humidity. So you definitely want to keep an eye out on cramps with the heat down there. But it's been worse this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one thing about living where we do is you're always going to have that confusing weather where week and a half ago it started to get chilly, there was rain, and then today it's mid-80s and it's super hot outside.
Yes, definitely not pumpkin spice weather.
Yeah, no, not
Thank
yet.
the Lord. That's all I'm going to say to that.
I can tell you one thing, though, about being in the high school. That sure doesn't stop a lot of the students from coming in with coffee every morning.
Everyone's got to have their coffee. Yeah. It's just a matter if you get iced coffee or hot coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
That one rolls out. A stay possession for New Prairie. As with that track, makes a long roll to the fence. No opportunity to get a quick throw in there.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stopping once that ball gets on the track.
And there's a throw in. Briefly gets into the box. Now gets chipped up high. Still waiting for it to come back down to the turf here. Goalie's going to take care of that for him. A quick throw. Right down the far touch line. Moving across the center line now. Pushing hard. This is a long spirited run here. Finally pulls it back. Gets it in. That will go out. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars with 27:33 left. Elkhart recording 3 shots on goal and getting one of those to go right in the back of the net early on here in this match. Game originally scheduled to start at 7:45. Got the opportunity to get this thing started early.
Yeah, it's always nice kind of getting a little head start on these games, so everybody's not too late going
Especially
home.
when you're dealing with New Prairie coming over time zone. You want to give them enough time to get over here, and if you have that opportunity to get that game started, like you said, it always benefits everyone.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really complaining about starting a little early.
Definitely not. Midfield now.
One thing you notice early on is Elkhart is doing a really good job of getting first touch on the ball. When the ball's in the air, they're getting under it, and they're making sure they control where it goes.
Now in the box. Shot on goal. Goes just left of the goal.
Yep, a little wide there.
So it'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. We have 26:11 left here in the first. Strong kick goes in. The opportunity to go down the right-hand side. If he is onside, New Prairie, those steps in front of it. Goes out. Looks like we're going to get our first corner.
Lions corner.
See if they actually put it up. They take it quick. Going down the line. Ooh. Player goes down. Wait to see where they place this ball.
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be just another corner kick, but about 10 feet, 15 feet inside of where they were.
So now it looks like Elkhart will load up the box. One goes in on the ground. Shot goes in. Still in, and that goes back in.
Almost like a little pass to himself there.
I was going to say he brought the ball up off the turf and got a good hit on it for the second goal for the Lions as they score. 2-0 now.
Goal by number 11, Jose Irreta.
Yeah, that'd be like the Great Valley. You normally have a barbecue rub of some kind.
So Irreta makes the goal for the Lions, makes it 2-0 here in the first. And New Prairie still trying to draw up some kind of offense, get past this Lions defense, as it will be a throw-in for the Lions.
You know, I'm excited to see with Elkhart coming out to an early 2-0 lead as they push again.
Oh, boy.
I guess that answers my question. I was going to say, are they going to stay aggressive or maybe fall back a little bit, play conservative, make sure that the ball doesn't come on their defensive side of the pitch? But it looks, as of right now, they're going to stay aggressive and keep pushing the ball up.
Yeah, definitely this early in the match, you don't want to pull them back too far.
That's okay.
A lot of the action there coming from the left side so far. That one goes into goal. Oh, just a little too hard. Not enough touch on that one to get it to fall into the goal. So that ball will roll to the fence, but there is a ball there, so we'll get a goal kick rather quickly here. On the left side now, pulls it back just momentarily, let the offense set up. Ooh. Tell you, I think New Prairie was good. I don't think he's too happy he was standing right there. He got clobbered by that ball, but that ball came in with some speed and I don't know if the goalie would have been able to save that one.
Yeah, I'm sure the goalkeeper back there might be a little thankful that he's got some defenders standing in front of him.
Nice little nifty move. Still a possession. Now crosses it. Falls harmlessly in the box. It's Krempick. Trying to get it past the New Prairie defender.
You touched on it a little bit earlier, but it seems like the refs are kind of letting it be a little physical out here and not really blowing the whistle.
It has been rather physical. Most people go back to the contact we saw just on the inside the box, but really early in the game, there's about 2 Elkhart players and 2 New Prairie players that all went down right in front of the goal. But nice to see it consistently called, though.
Right.
Which we can definitely say that. As any time, really New Prairie with possession, that's a nice stop right there. But there's that suffocating Elkhart defense.
Yeah, I mean they know how to swarm the ball when New Prairie's got it, and it makes it so hard for New Prairie to initiate anything on offense.
Now here's a good find down on the right side. Let's see what they make out of it. Chip in. There's a nice pass. Nice shot. Rolls into the goal, and that's the 3rd goal for the Lions here in the first half.
3 quick ones, and the goalie was able to touch the ball. Just couldn't really stay firm enough there on the line to get it to stop.
Now the score's 3-0. The Lions lead the Cougars midway through the first half.
Lions goal by number 14, Isaac Alvarado.
Alvarado with the goal for the Lions. That's 3 different goal scorers here for the Lions here in this match.
If I'm not mistaken, I think all 3 of them are seniors that just scored.
An early senior night for the Lions as another one opportunity shot, and it's a save.
Good save there by the keeper.
Nice recovery there to get that save, and that was really a tough save there.
Yeah.
One of the cleanest looks the Lions have got at the goal.
And that's always a tough thing about being a goalkeeper is, you got to have that mindset of just forgetting the last shot and moving on. Giving up 3 quick ones. Sometimes it can be hard to kind of see, the opposing team coming right at you and have an open shot like that.
And there you
get lucky.
Seeing the speed of the Lions as that one hits the crossbar and falls harmlessly to the turf. But Elkhart still threatening. A strong kick comes in. There's another save by the goalie for New Prairie. Definitely not taking their foot off the pedal here yet.
Nope, not at all.
Last year, the Cougars were 7-9-1, 2-5 in conference. As they look to battle back to 500 here this season. Last time they lost to the Lions back on the 18th last year at New Prairie. That loss was 2-1. I get an offsides call. As we fall under 20 minutes left here in the first half, 7 shots on goal for the Lions. 3 of those have gone in. New Prairie 2-2 in conference. They will play a common opponent next as they take on South Bend Riley on the 23rd. There's Elkhart running to it. Moves across, shot on its way.
That one falls in.
That one went in. There's a quick kick over to the left. It hits the side net and goes in. I think we were holding our breath thinking it went to the other side, but it fell right in there into the back of the goal. And that's 4-0 now. Lions lead the Cougars.
And there's your 2 goals a game from Miguel Gallegos.
So he improves on his stats.
Lopez. And number 17, Alejandro Cortez Macias.
As he is up to 11 on the season. Elkhart really looking like they're a stronger team out there, just physically.
They are. They look really good, and you know, some of that is kind of surprising. I mean, you say physically, and you know, you look down on the field, and they have a lot of those kind of small, quick athletes. But it's always a good sign to see those smaller guys get real physical and play bigger than what they are.
Get down the left side. We'll see if Elkhart can track it down. They do,
It's
and
a great ball from the defender.
Shot goes wide, out. I'm going to take a quick reminder for the Elkhart Area Career Center. Choose your path at the Elkhart Area Career Center, where juniors and seniors can take part in over 30 hands-on programs. Our students work with instructors from the industry to help develop their skills and help them make their mark in the future career field. Our programs give students free college credits and industry-level certifications. We encourage all students and families of 8th through 11th graders to come to the EACC, that's the Elkhart Area Career Center Open House, Sunday, November 9th from 1 to 3 p.m., and that's at 2424 California Road. And as an alum of the Career Center, definitely if you have interest in any kind of program they offer, definitely check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch of students here who are enrolled in the Career Center, and I can't say enough good things about it. I mean, the way that it, it helps students kind of get the feel of the real world after high school, and it really helps them out in those aspects. I think it's such a great program that we offer here.
It is so real, I tell you. You get parking tickets from public safety, and I know that by personal experience, unfortunately. Anyways, park where you're supposed to. New Prairie puts it up high. Elkhart able to get ahead on it. Now falls down to the turf, and now pushing forward are the Lions again. 9 shots on goal, 4 of them in the back of the goal. 15:52 left here in the first.
In for the Cougars, number 19, Roman Trinidad.
It's really been a while since we've seen any kind of substitutions here. We talked about getting those fresh legs out there. Elkhart doing a good job with their stamina out there. Looks like New Prairie kind of wanted to get some fresh legs on there because the amount of running they've had to do, mostly to catch up with the Lions.
Yeah, that's one thing that I always never fail to forget about soccer players is they run so much, and it's so impressive. The stamina that they keep up and running back and forth on the field all day and all night it's really impressive for these student athletes.
It's almost like you're consistently out here, come out to a soccer field and do. It's almost like they do suicides. It's back and then back and forth. And they get a little bit further, and then they got to go back. And really, you're doing that all game.
Yeah.
A nice find right there, straight on, shot on its way, back of the goal, number 5 for the Lions.
That is a first half hat trick for Miguel.
And number 9, Miguel Gallegos.
Gallegos now with 3 goals in the game and 12 on the season. As here's another interesting fact, he's only played 201 minutes on the season, and most of the players out here have 400 or above minutes played this season.
Yeah, it says a lot about his skill level. He knows what to do with the ball. He knows how to shoot it into the net. He's really just got great ball control.
That's always been one of Elkhart's identities. It's almost like running two streaks going down each side and get the ball forward and let them catch up, get to it before anyone else does.
Yep, that's one thing Coach Shealy really likes to do. He plays to the outside flags.
Yep.
And then, he gets speedsters out there and they get the ball in towards the box. And it seems to have been working out pretty well for him the last couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something we didn't see against Marion. Obviously, they didn't have the firepower that they have now, but just wasn't able to get behind that back defensive line against Marion. And obviously, since then, Lions are on a roll. As another one, almost like he kicked that into a double team. But now Elkhart's still with the ball. If New Prairie finally comes out with it, is that back defensive line right up to the midline. Ball goes out. We want to thank all our sponsors. You'll see them down there in the left-hand corner going through. Definitely some great organizations, businesses there supporting not only Michiana Video but Elkhart Athletics. I also want to thank and welcome our viewers on WSBT. That logo over there in the right-hand corner, bottom corner. Everyone watching tonight on the WSBT social media platforms. As another one goes down the left side. Gives it up for his teammate who's trailing behind. Shot on its way right to the goalie. Wasn't able to corral it initially, was able to pick it up before the Elkhart Lions player. You get there?
So whiff there by Krempek. One thing we did talk about was how strong this defensive line can be. But just watching them tonight, you can see how much they help the offense by sending these balls across the field, getting them all the way up there, and really giving the forwards playable balls to kind of chase down and get the offense going.
A nice ball there. It looks like New Prairie's they're still battling for it. Now dribbling into the box. A little push away. Trying to chip it in front of the goal for a possible opportunity. That one goes out. It's going to be a corner. With 11:35 left here in the first. Score is 5-0. Elkhart Lions lead the New Prairie Cougars. 11 shots on goal to New Prairie's 0. Quickly taken now, put into the box. Goalie picks it up. No harm there on that one. The Prairie player catches some of that one. This is the most time we've seen it in the center of the field.
Yeah.
Now dribbling down the left side, tries to kick it over. I think the goalie's going to scoop that up with no issue. Strong high kick. Ooh. There's a nice ball, and it's going to be an offside. Oh, man.
It was just a little late on that. It was so close.
So close. I'm right there with you. Man. Nice little kick out there. Elkhart trying to regain possession there. They do now, and they'll push it forward. Doesn't have the numbers, but does get it forward. Boy, nice pass there. Weak shot put on there. He would have liked to get a little bit more on that, but registers another shot on goal. Now moves it up to 12. Take a quick look at the NIC standings. Of course, Penn at top 4-0. They're 11-2 overall. Then South Bend Adams, they're 4-1. Mishawaka Marion tied with Elkhart. Of course, Mishawaka Marion would win that one, 3-1, as the Knights did defeat. And there's a shot on goal. They save as it leaks out, and goalie picks that up. And New Prairie right behind Elkhart with a 2-2 record, so they could have very well tied up the standings here. But first they got a big mountain to climb here.
Yeah, and you talk about Penn being atop the standings right now, and that's Elkhart's last game of the season. Even just going against Penn is going to make it an entertaining game as is. But if it comes down to it, that could decide certain places within the standings for the NIC, so that'll definitely be a game to be at.
In for the Lions, number 7, Nestor Lozano Velasquez. And number 15.
So the Lions will have a throw in here.
Rojas.
Far side. Throw goes in. Dribbling across the midline, a push forward. Here comes another attack, and New Prairie goalie will pick that one up. Good shot of him as he throws it out. Here comes another Elkhart attack. As that one will go over the touchline with 7:25 left here in the first half. It'll be a throw-in for the Lions. As they look for their 6th goal, now with 13 shots on goal. When put into the box, it will roll out. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars with 6:57 left here first. So it'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Keeps that one in bounds. Pushes it forward now. No flag up, play on.
Yeah, that one was close too. You could tell the forward was sticking right next to the defender, making sure he didn't get that offsides call.
Now over to that left side. So that one high up, center of the box, comes down, still loose ball. And the Cougars goalie will pick that one up with 5:30 left here first half. And that defense just smothers them as any kind of offense.
And it makes you wonder, is it natural for an Elkhart team? I mean, is it something that Todd Shealy likes to focus on? Is this something that they really focus on in practice? Or is it just the talent that they have on that defensive line that they just naturally are able to get to the ball and stop whoever's on offense?
Ball center, shot.
Good save there.
Saved. Good job getting up and corralling that ball before any further damage done there. Elkhart now up to 14 shots on goal. 5 of those in the back of the net. It kind of came off that Elkhart defender's hip. Regardless, ball still in play as it, now goes out. So some substitutions for the Cougars as they look to make a possible push here at the end of the first period to try to get at least one on the board and climb back into the game. Now battle over there on the left side. Elkhart looks to reset here. Elkhart runs that down, go out, would be a throw in for the Cougars here as we fall under 3:30 left here in the first half. Ball goes in. And New Prairie steps in front of that one, and then Elkhart returns the favor there. That would be a throw in for the Cougars. Oh. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, slide tackle from behind there. Elkhart player gets up.
I think that was one of those instances where you can tell the players were looking for the flag and a little surprised that whistle didn't get blown there.
Well, he was involved in a little push-in match on the play before that. And he didn't get a call there, but we continue to play on here. Ball goes into the box. Just a little too strong there as it stays in momentarily and rolls out finally for a throw-in. Now, as we get closer to minute 8 left here. Ball rolls out, be a throw-in. Looks like Prairie will try for one last attack here, but Elkhart steps in front of it now. Midfield now with 50 seconds. Keeps it in bounds. .30 seconds left. Really no issue for the Cougars goalie there. Now 10 seconds left. Elkhart with another shot. That one's saved by the goalie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that will do it for the first half. The Elkhart Lions lead the New Prairie Cougars with 15 shots on goal, 5 of them in the back of the net to 0. 5-0 is our score at halftime. We'll take a quick break, give our sponsors some time, and then we'll be back with some analysis. You're watching Elkhart Boys Soccer on Michiana Video and WSBT.
Here at A1 Concrete Leveling, we pride ourselves on our experts who will do whatever it takes to restore your concrete to its original condition. We hydraulically pump either a mud concrete mixture or an environmentally friendly polyurethane compound. As soon as we're done, we patch up and you're all set. A1 is here to make the process as simple and clean as possible. A1 Concrete Leveling.
Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
Premium Concrete is a locally owned family business in business since 2004. We're located just across the Elkhart River from Tom Kurth Field at 712 Richmond Street. Premium Concrete specializes in municipal and utility work, along with heavy industrial and commercial concrete projects. We're a proud member and supporter of this outstanding and diverse school system and community. Premium Concrete.
Looking for a Medicare plan's easy, right? If you like reviewing dozens of plans all by yourself. Or you can turn to Health Markets and let your local licensed insurance agent help make it easier to find the right plan for you. Working together will help you compare a range of plans in your area and find the one that fits your needs and budget. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Call the number on your screen to talk with your local Health Markets agent today.
As parents, we all care about test scores, teacher quality, school safety, the list goes on. There are a lot of challenges facing schools today, and it can be hard to sort through all the information and know what's true. That's why every Monday and Wednesday, I'm digging deeper into the topics you care about, to keep you informed, to hold our schools accountable, and to keep all of us connected to our children's education. Watch Operation Education Monday and Wednesday at 6 on WSBT-TV News.
At OSMC, we're surgical and non-surgical experts for your bones, joints, muscles, and more. We take time with you. We listen, then offer you treatment options. You decide on the solution that's right for you. This straightforward approach sets OSMC apart. It's the way to care. Visit osmc.com or call to make your appointment with the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center at any of our 6 Michiana locations.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
You've decided it's time for your kitchen remodel, and the next step is to call Modern Kitchen. We'll create a kitchen as special as you and your family's need, your personal style, giving you a whole new living experience. It becomes your family time, gather with your neighbors time, or just you time. From planning to completion, Modern Kitchen makes your project hassle-free, so you can redesign, remodel, and relax.
Back out here at Lions Field as we're midway through the halftime break. The Elkhart Lions lead 5-0, 15 shots on goal. New Prairie still looking for their first shot on goal as they look to regroup here as they're battling to get back to 500 on the season. Of course, Elkhart looking to improve on their record and continue the win streak. Brian, what were your impressions of the first half for the Lions?
I think it's no surprise to say that that's probably not the half New Prairie wanted. But looking at it from Elkhart's point of view, I can't imagine Todd Shealy has a lot to be upset with. The team looks good. The defense is playing well. They're not letting any shots get past them to the goalkeepers. I'm sure the goalkeepers are happy. And then on the other side of the field, the offense looks good. They're passing well. They're getting balls out to the flags and getting the balls played into the box. And, they're – what are we at? Making about 35% of their shots. And I think if you tell any soccer coach that, they're going to be pretty happy.
Yeah, that's good math right there. I'm definitely going to let you continue to do that kind of math up there. But like you said, just the overall, you don't want to say dominance in a soccer game, but that's what it's starting to look like out there as we get ready to start the second half. I did want to update you on the polls as during the break there we pulled it up to the standings of 9:15. Elkhart is ranked 17th in 3A. Of course, you got WL Harrison number 1, and we got Brownsburg, which is just turning into a complete power down there in the middle of the state. Their football team ranked 15th in the country. I just saw the Brownsburg Bulldogs down there.
They've got a lot down there, and I mean, it's almost when it comes to every sport. Those indie schools and Brownsburg specifically, they're going to have a good squad.
Yeah, their athletic facilities are definitely top notch, and definitely continue to improve on there. But like we also said, there's some local talent around here.
There's a lot of local talent here.
Just in 3A, Fort Wayne Carroll 6, Goshen 7. I'm just saying local schools here. Concord 9, Penn 10, Valparaiso 14th, Lake Central, which the Lions defeated, is ranked 16th. 17th, of course, is Elkhart, and 18th is Warsaw. That's just 3A. And I'm sure if you check down at 2A, you're going to see a lot more of the likes of Culver Academies, Bethany Christian, and just a whole bunch of talent around the state here. Like we said, we're just falling under 2 minutes left. What do you expect to see here? We saw a lot of players getting warmed up during halftime. I'm sure we'll see a lot more substitutions here in the second half.
Yeah, we see over here on the left side of the field, you can see Elkhart kind of warming up that senior goalkeeper that they got. I'm expecting them to make that change. They'll put Ernesto in net. Carter played a really good first half. I think they'll reward him with that. Let him sit down, catch his breath. They don't want to kind of risk anything and get fresh legs out there. As for Elkhart, I questioned after they got the third goal how aggressive they were going to be. I think to start the second half, they're going to come out. They're going to be just as aggressive and kind of push that tone and try to get it to the end of the game.
Yeah, we've seen that before, and matches like this have gone this way. Like you said, they'll come out in the first couple minutes just like they normally would. Then you start seeing the subs come in, and that's nothing to be said against, because I'm pretty sure these subs that are coming in would find some quality spots on some other teams around the area here.
And it goes to show here at Elkhart. So, our varsity squad, they've got the talent. We also have 2 junior varsity squads. So there's a lot of interest throughout the school of kids who want to play soccer, and there's a lot of talent that comes with that. So, a lot of these kids, they've progressed. They started as freshmen playing JV Blue, JV Gold. They've been in the program, and then they work their way up, and that's why the varsity teams are always as strong as they are.
Yeah, just come out here any weekday that the soccer teams do not have any matches anywhere or at home, and this whole entire area is just full of soccer balls flying around.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
And that's something as an Elkhart soccer fan you just love to see. And it's quality talent being developed from that JV spot all the way up, like you said, to the varsity.
Yeah.
So we're going to get things started. Of course, Elkhart down there in their blue jerseys with white trim tonight, and New Prairie in their white jerseys with looks like navy blue shorts down there. As I don't think we got to that with the quick goal that happened for the Lions. Of course, they got the Vegas gold numbers, the Lions do, on the back. So 40 minutes left here tonight as we get started here with the second half here at Lions Field.
Yeah, you can see right there immediately the Elkhart forwards, they're making a run at the ball. Kind of like we talked about, there's a slip there from New Prairie.
Still in this first, I'd say 40 seconds to a minute where everyone's getting settled in here, trying to find their positions. That's where we're at right now is New Prairie. Just kicks it out of bounds to get reset. Now the Lions have the ball. They'll shoot it in real quick. That one goes to the right of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. So Elkhart with their first shot. That one not on goal. Now dribbles into the left side of the box. Pulls the brakes, now moves it over. Chips it up. I don't think he's gonna... He does get to it. Nice hustle right there.
Yeah, and that's something that you want to see watching these games. These kids they're up by 5 already, and they're still making the hustle plays, sprinting out to the corners to make sure that ball doesn't go out of bounds.
It's definitely going to build off that, saying with 5-0, but you hit it right on the head right there. 5-0, you can... And I don't think that's what Coach Sheely wants to see out there. Any kind of effort being taken away from the players out there so far. You always think about the adjustments that are made at halftime, and New Prairie obviously dropping some more guys down to try to extinguish the attack, and another save by the goalie for New Prairie.
Yeah, it's obviously not going to make a huge difference, but I do think you can kind of tell, things are a little bit more controlled. Elkhart isn't as open as they had been. They don't have all those open runs. So good adjustments by New Prairie. But with the talent that this Elkhart roster team has, it's going to be hard to completely stop them.
Looking to get something started down the right side. Still attempting to. It's in the box. Elkhart regains control momentarily. Now has it, chips it over. Going to go right to a New Prairie player. He'll get an opportunity to clear it. Still dribbling, though. Now pushing forward are the Cougars for the first time over the center line. Now with possession in the box. Tries to cross it over there. Elkhart still with possession now. Goalie's able to track that one down. Elkhart now with 16 shots on target. Now pushing down the left side. Quick touch. Chip into the box. New Prairie going to track that down momentarily. Elkhart right there. That one's going to go out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Lions deep in New Prairie territory.
We're going to have subs coming in.
It's 2 fresh legs for the Lions, 1 for the Cougars here. As we're just getting started here with the second half. 34:50 left in the second half.
In for the Cougars, number 14, Owen Kasiniak. And in for the Lions, number 2, Urim Tenopala.
Now at the top of the box, dribbling in.
Isaac Alvarado.
Trying to get a shot off, but credit to New Prairie. Still battling for it, though. Moving in, top of the box. Finally cleared away momentarily by the Cougars. Elkhart right there to try to regain possession.
Yeah, I think one thing about New Prairie is that in the second half, they're a little bit more pestering on defense than it looked like they were in the first half. Elkhart's looking to move quick here.
Everyone back for the Cougars on defense. That's dribbling right through are the Lions. Finally, New Prairie steps in front of that, but all of New Prairie's players, minus the goalie, are on the defensive side.
You know, and that might be one of those adjustments they made at halftime,
Yep.
you know, seeing how easily Elkhart was moving the ball through their half. You know, Coach might have decided, hey, let's pull these forwards back, let them play close to that midline and help out a little bit on defense.
Here's a good opportunity to run down the right-hand side. Elkhart gets to it first. Now pulls it back. Corner of the box momentarily. Now pushes it back out. Shot on goal.
Oh.
Just out of the reach of the goalie, but harmlessly goes to the left of the goal. There's a shot of the New Prairie goalie. Boy, he's been busy.
Yeah, and, you know, with those shots like that, it's always tough being up here seeing them because you never really know the angle of what the shot's coming in, and the depth perception is just so messed up being
Definitely.
up here. I mean, that one I thought for sure was going up in the corner, and, you know, it rolls by, and it's 10 feet to the left of the net.
I think our camera operators, Rex Smith, Justin Nelson, they're high up top the press box giving you those great shots. Always want to thank them for their work. Of course, Gary Martin down there in the trailer giving you all these good angles. As the shot goes in, nice job cross in front of the box. Soft touch back of the net for the sixth goal of the match. 6-0, Elkhart leads. Lopez with the goal. So New Prairie gets started early here. Now Elkhart with possession again. Good job by the defender there for the Cougars.
You know, I think it's fair to say, as it might not be very surprising, but Miguel has had one heck of a game. Just got an assist on that goal there. So to pair that with his 3 goals, that's good for the young man.
Definitely a good night for him. And you talk about his limited time coming into this match, only 201 minutes played. There's a shot. It's going to be off target. It's going to be a goal kick for the Cougars, but he already, like we said, now has 12 goals on the season, and with that assist moves up to 4 assists. So really doing a great job of course, leading the team in points.
Yeah, he is an impressive ball player here for Elkhart.
Stepping in front of that one is the Lions, trying to gain possession in Cougars territory. Job stepping in front of that one. Push over to the left side now. Gets it in. Goalie crashes in on it just in time. Good idea right there by the Lions.
That was a good idea. He was looking to get a second assist tonight.
Prairie trying to get some kind of offense going. And I wanted to say, as we were talking about the forwards being pushed back, that just limits what your offense can do.
Yeah.
Especially with the speed that Elkhart has.
Yeah, it makes it tough when those forwards are already playing behind their line to then get those balls and get out ahead and try to make a run at the defense.
3 fresh subs come on for the Lions.
In for the Lions, number
with 29 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the second. The Lions lead here big, 6-0.
Nestor Lozano Velasquez.
What do you need? Okay, I'll see what
One cross, goalie's no trouble for him.
I'm going to stop off and get some Jello and some pudding stuff. Do you like chocolate or? Yeah.
Well, I guess he texted Ripley, Jay, and Jay texted
Get you some chocolate pudding.
said, hey, work, I short on my chain gang. So I was standing right there by her in the bleachers.
Center field now. It'll be a throw in for the Cougars. A little bit interested to see what happens to the scoreboard if we do reach 20 shots on goal. No trouble there for the goalie as he picks that one up.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about that. Does the scoreboard go past 20?
We're 3 shots away from seeing if that happens. Maybe it's just a general consensus. So everyone gets it. Okay, we're going to reset to 1. That really means 21. But we'll see what happens here.
Hey, I've only worked the scoreboard for a soccer game one time. And that one time that I did it, good grab there by the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
the one time that I did that, I didn't have to keep track of the shots on goal. So I really can't answer that question.
Really want to thank all the workers here in the press box, announcer, scoreboard keeper, stats, spotters, everyone doing a great job of keeping the fans informed here. Just wanted to let you guys know again, choose your path at the Elkhart Area Career Center, where juniors and seniors can take part in over 30 hands-on programs. Our students work with the instructors from the industry to help them develop their skills and help them to make their mark in their future career field. Our programs give students free college credits and industry-level certifications. We encourage all students and families of 8th through 11th graders to come out to the Elkhart Area Career Center open house. That's Sunday, November 9th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at 2424 California Road here in Elkhart. Like we said, definitely come out, check out those programs. Welding, culinary arts, and you can go to their website and check out all their classes. The interesting fact about the Elkhart Area Career Center is they have a basement.
Do they?
Yes.
Look at that. I work here and you know more than me.
We filmed a music video show my junior year, and that took place took place in the basement of the Career Center.
Nice.
So I was like, I don't know, I might be dating myself, but if you ever watched TRL, that's kind of what it was like. Though I was not on camera, I can definitely tell you that I did not have the hair of which Carson Daly had during his time doing TRL on MTV. Now that that's been done.
Yeah, while you were talking about the Career Center there, New Prairie got their first shot on goal. A pretty easy save for Ernesto. The shot did come from around the midway line. But nonetheless, they get a number up there on the scoreboard.
Score remains 6-0 though. Lions lead the Cougars. Pushing it forward. No harm in this one. Elkhart takes it quickly. Pushing into the box. Shot on its way. Ooh, and just misses again. And there's that depth perception that you and me and you talked about earlier. I don't know how close that was, but you usually think when the goalie dives, it's rather close.
It's got to be fairly close, yeah.
Of course, when I was goalie, I would dive at anything, just hoping something hits the ball to deflect it. But it definitely was not instinct.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like we're getting a little bit too personal with my athletic career, which should never be discussed. Right side of the box, pulls the brakes, crosses it, center, in. Ooh, nice save. And I tell you, he's let 6 shots go past him to the back of the goal, but he has made some pretty good saves back there in the goal. 18 shots he has had to defend there in the goal.
In for the Cougars, number 14, Owen Goseniak.
We fall to 23 minutes, 20 seconds left. Brian, give us an update on Unified Flag Football, a team we've seen on here on Michiana Video this season, and we will see them rather soon here.
Yeah, we just had our third game last night over at South Bend Adams. We've got a pretty good squad this year. We have a couple returning players from past couple of years. We got some new guys coming out, a couple of our basketball players, people from other sports. We got some softball girls who came out for the team this year. So we got good numbers. We got about 23 people on our roster. Just getting the kids to kind of buy in and work with each other. And a lot of that comes from us winning state with Unified Track and Field. We had a couple student athletes from there come over. But yeah, we got a good group, and they're kind of meshing together well, and we're playing well. We're 3-0 on the season, and hoping to finish out our last 2 games with wins.
Now you say state championship, that's back-to-back state champions.
That it is, yeah. Something really great for us, but, even better for the students who are able to be a part of that.
Definitely, and I love how Elkhart gives them all kind of pageantry that they should receive.
Yeah,
going down to state and then coming back with the state championship.
Yeah, those kids deserve it, and they get the parade when we come back and the award ceremonies, and we go talk to the school board, and people have celebrations here, and the kids get to sign these posters, and it's really great for them because it is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
One thing that I think maybe a misconception is a lot of people think, well, they've done it twice now. Elkhart Memorial won back in 2018, and it just must be easy. It's really not. It's tough, and one thing that Coach Shealy likes to say is, it's different than other sports. Other sports have divisions and they've got classes, and soccer has 3A, 2A, 1A, and Unified Track it's all one. So we've got 130-something teams in the state, and Elkhart's got to go through sectionals, they got to go through regionals, and we have to face off against all these teams who are good enough. So it really is a big deal being able to win it, and it's just even better being able to do it back to back.
Definitely exciting to see not only what the Unified Flag Football team does this year as they gear up, like you said, for tournament play coming up, but obviously we want to see what the Unified Track does in the spring once the weather breaks. Elkhart's still out there, being aggressive on the offensive side. New Prairie just trying to get something started. Like you said, they did get that one shot on goal. And push forward now. New Prairie knocks it out, but it's going to be deep in New Prairie territory for a throw-in for the Lions. Substitutions coming in for the Lions. 3 of them will replace. Get some fresh legs out there. No subs for New Prairie.
Number 16, Josue Hernandez. And number 20, Jose Gonzalez.
So quick throw in for the Lions. Chips it into the box. Unable to find his target. Over there on the far side. Shot on its way. Rolls into the hands of the goalie. No issue there. But we are 1 away from 20 shots on goal.
I'm excited to see.
See, I know we're excited, but I don't know if anyone else is excited to see what the scoreboard has in store for us if we do get one more shot on goal.
And it could just be you and I. Maybe it just goes to 20 and it fits on the scoreboard.
That's usually how it goes. The build-up we try to provide, and then
the suspense we're building right now is going to amount to nothing.
I mean, the scoreboard keeper probably knows what's going to happen. He's just not going. He doesn't know. He does not know. So now we are trying to build on the anticipation of what's happening.
Yeah, hopefully he's excited about it too.
Iffy tonight. Okay, going to push forward now. Goalie tracks that down, top of the box. New Prairie steps in front of that. We talked about letdown. The forwards really not letting down on the pressure, but the defensive really continuing to have a strong back as that unit still continues to shine here in this match.
Yeah.
That'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. Player fell down there for the Cougars, and they gave Elkhart possession. Now dribbling forward, pushing forward, top of the box.
Oh, I got excited. I thought that was going to be it.
A little risky there for New Prairie, but got pretty much all ball right there, so they continue to play on with 17 minutes left now. That one goes in. New Prairie scoops that one up. A little bump there, and they're going to call a foul there. New Prairie now pushing forward off the free kick. Going for the Cougars. Pushes it forward. They'll push it forward. Here's an opportunity here for the Lions into the box. Pulls it back. A little too fancy there, and player goes down. Still going to play. New Prairie steps in front of that one. Just really couldn't get a clean shot right there.
Yeah.
Elkhart refuels again. There's a shot, and it goes to 20.
Goes to 20.
There's the answer for you. 20 shots on goal for the Lions, 6 of them in the back of the net. 15-20 left here in the second half. Here at Lions Field in Elkhart, Indiana, right on the campus of Elkhart High School. Tell you, I think that went off just as we thought it would. No one really cared.
I think it was just you and I who were excited about it.
No oohing and ahhing or anything. Just good scoreboard we have here at Lions Field. Anyways, New Prairie looks to continue building. But it's just going to have to be something special from New Prairie to get past this back defensive line.
In for the Cougars.
Looks like Elkhart here is taking out all their starters.
Number 7, Rory Zarate.
So now those fresh legs come in.
Logan Charlie. And number 10, Corbin Lavelle. And in for the Lions, number 28, Diego Gutierrez. Number 10, Nolan Ramirez. Number 19, Romeo Perez. And number 23, Mike Perez.
Quick throwing for the Lions now. Goalie tracks that one down. No issues there with a streaking Lions forward coming in. Really just looking more like a possession game here for the Lions.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, they don't really look as aggressive as they were last half and earlier in the second half here. But, we only got just under 13 minutes left, so I think they're just kind of trying to control the ball and run that clock down.
Elkhart's still trying to run down some balls, but really not putting the full effort into getting some runs down the left or right sides that we saw earlier.
In for the Lions, number 3, Johan Molina.
So the Lions will continue to sub here with 12:20 left here in the second half. Elkhart leading big 6-0 in this NIC matchup with the New Prairie Cougars. Nice find right there as they continue to move the ball forward. Quick throw in for the Cougars now. Midfield. Now New Prairie pushing forward. Shot. Ooh. Boy.
That was close.
A little close there as he backpedaled off of that shot. You don't want to backpedal too far. You'll also find yourself tangled in the net and giving New Prairie a goal. Now Elkhart pushes forward. A little bit of speed here. Let's see who catches up for it. As New Prairie battling for possession. Player goes down. And they're going to call the foul on the Lions.
Yeah, a couple people in the crowd down here below us weren't really a fan of that, but
good-sized crowd out here at Lions Field, taking in the evening of soccer.
All right, shout out to Don Nolan, former teacher here at Elkhart. He not retired. He left, moved down to Evansville to be closer to his family. Shout out to Don for watching and his wife Steph, former girls soccer coach of Elkhart Memorial and Elkhart High School.
In for the Lions, number 24, Aiden Silva.
Always great to see who's out there watching.
Yeah, it's nice to know that we've got people listening to us talk about the scoreboard out here and what numbers are going to be able to fit on there.
Some good soccer teams down there, of course, in the southern half of the state also. Here goes down at top of the box. Continue on. 9:50 left here, second half, as things start to wind down here at Lions Field. As that one rolls out, it'll be a throw in for the Lions here. Yeah, I knew I saw Evansville on there. Number 8 and 3A Evansville Memorial. Throwing for the Lions. Ooh, some contact there, and kind of just like the first half, letting them play.
You know, and it's always nice to see, even with you know, for Elkhart, these, not the starters, you know, the guys who don't play as much, they're still coming in, they're being aggressive, they're being physical, and not letting up just because they have a 6-score lead.
Like we said earlier, a lot of this game now in the midfield. An opportunity going down the right side. We'll see if the Lions are able to track it down. New Prairie pushing hard. It goes over. We'll see if it's going to be a goal kick.
There we go.
Yeah.
They changed the call.
I was going to say there's a lot of contact there, but... So with 7:55 left here in the second half now, New Prairie records 2 shots on goal.
Lions corner.
Top of the box now. Busy campus over here at Elkhart High School. Elementary volleyball taking that one. Sails to the left of the goal. Elementary volleyball in the Tubbs Gymnasium and, of course, the field house as elementary athletics get started. And some mass subs coming on for the Lions, and now the Cougars are going to switch. The
Lions, yeah, they're going to switch goalkeepers, which I think is a smart move here. You know, like I said earlier in the program, they've got these 2 guys. They rely on both of them. They both play really well. We got just over 6 minutes left. I don't see a point in keeping them in and risking, you know, any sort of injury, especially since you know, they used both of those guys all throughout the season.
Okay, trying to get possession. Players going down the box. Almost a tug. Whoa! And the ref going to separate. There's more players down in the box here. We almost had to take that one into the Tubbs Gymnasium for a wrestling match. Trainer's going to come out and take a look at what's going on here. As they look at players, just want to remind you one more time, choose your path at the Elkhart Area Career Center, where juniors and seniors can take part in over 30 hands-on programs. Our students work with instructors from the industry to help them develop their skills and help them to make their mark on their future. Career Field. Our programs give students free college credits and industry-level certifications. We encourage all students and families of 8th through 11th graders to come to the Elkhart Area Career Center open house on Sunday, November 9th from 1 to 3 p.m. at 2424 California Road. One last time, we want to thank everyone watching on Michiana Video, and of course everyone on WSBT social media platforms. It's always great to expand Elkhart athletics to the Michiana region, so thank you however you're watching, and make sure you like and share on each page that you are watching on. Play continues here. Dribbling in the center circle now. There's a nice find. Top of the box. Shot on its way.
Ooh.
And off to the left. That's the third time they've gotten that poor goalie from New Prairie. Diving to his right.
That one, I think, was the closest of the three. I think you could see the shadow of the ball on the goalpost there.
Shadow of the ball under the lights here at Lions Field. Just a great atmosphere out here.
Yeah. You know, it's really cool being able to kind of move the soccer program over here and having them in this large area. It's really nice for the soccer players.
It's a field that kind of sit dormant for a little bit. It got some use over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I think lacrosse was out here.
Yep. Yeah, you know, they once they decided they were going to kind of put this whole thing together, they spent a lot of time on the grass out there making sure it was all level, and it was a nice playing field for the soccer players.
It's really interesting to see how they went about it. Just kind of tore it up, leveled it out, then let it grow.
Yeah.
And then once they got some grass in there, then they started maintaining it to
Yeah.
really a very well maintained field down there for the players and athletes.
Yeah, well, and I can tell you firsthand that Coach Todd Shealy is very peculiar about his grass down here, and he doesn't like anybody but the soccer boys touching it.
Definitely. Kind of got that MLB field. You don't want to touch the field unless you have the
right
cleats that are supposed to be on it.
Yep, exactly.
Battle there on the far touchline. Crosses it. Ooh, kick. Oh, off the crossbar. Would have been a cap to the night with that goal. Unfortunately, hit the bar, but Elkhart still hungry for another goal as we fall with 3 minutes left here in the second half.
Yeah, lucky break there for New Prairie, and just unlucky for that Lions player. That would have been probably the best looking goal of the night by the Lions.
Another shot goes in. Easy save there for the goalie. 2.5 minutes left. Two minutes left here now. This is going to be a free kick for the Cougars here. Subs on deck for the Lions and the Cougars. Nice job getting it to the goalie there for the Lions. Now he kicks it out. Like we said, next up on the 20th, the Lions will travel to Hobart to take on Hobart, and they will go to South Bend St. Joe on the 23rd, and then host West Noble on the 27th. And a very anticipated matchup on the 29th as they host Concord. And like you said, Brian, on the 1st of October, it'll be the Penn Kingsmen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are two tough games to finish the year out, but it can really make or break it for the Lions when it comes to the NIC standings, and kind of how they feel going into tournament play.
So the Lions will move to 9-2 on the season, 4-1 in conference play as they take care of the New Prairie Cougars 6-1 on 21 shots on goal. New Prairie, of course, was 0. Did have 2 shots on goal, both in the second half, as a really dominated performance by the Lions.
Yeah, they looked really good. They came out firing fast. They got those quick early goals, and it was just kind of a roll from there.
So the final is 6-0, and of course we want to thank our crew, who always does a great job up there on the press box today, giving you those high-in-the-sky shots. We have, there they are right there. Of course, Justin Nelson and Rex Smith. Also want to thank Gary Martin down there in the trailer, doing all the job of keeping the graphics up, commercials on, sponsors happy, awesome. And then we also want to thank Jason Aaron, providing some technical assistance for us, as he always does, doing a great job. I want to thank my friend Brian. I'm Keith Beber. And until next time, Lions with the victory, 6-0. You have been watching Elkhart Boys Soccer on Michiana Video and WSBT. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching tonight's game here on the Michiana Video Facebook page. Be sure to like us and follow us so that you don't miss any of the Elkhart streams. Go Lions!